Man, I'm chilling. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I go shopping. I give me a mean leather jacket. I think I'm doing my thing. I'm like, I'm my own little planet, right? Nobody. He's always got to try to one up on me, right? Have one up on me. I get a banging leather jacket. This Busta get a leather line up.
Hey, yo, Fifth, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it up to you. The production on your show, incredible. Light show, incredible. The dances, incredible. The outfit changes, incredible. Significant improvement since the way you used to perform back in the day. Night, looking like you fanning a fart is a better performance than Busta Rhymes. You out your rabbit. 50. You know good and well that I woke up to this. She done started this morning, and I was the one that was leaving everybody alone. So what you doing is giving false narratives, homie. You talking about you just went to buy a leather jacket. You ain't bothering nobody. You left alone. And I went and bought a leather hairline. Well, let me tell you something, buddy.
Intense online scrutiny after a newly surfaced leak thrust his name into a rapidly spreading controversy. Social media exploded almost instantly, with speculation and reactions flooding every platform. But just as the pressure hit its peak, 50 Cent stepped in and completely hijacked the moment. Known for disrupting narratives and dominating attention, his response flipped the entire situation on its head. Within hours, his name was everywhere, trending timelines, viral clips, comment wars, turning what started as a controversy into a full-scale viral showdown that audiences couldn't look away from.
The rapper, Busta Rhymes, I see him pull the little lawyer dude into the section, and they walled him off. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, damn. Well, he ain't come. Well, he came with us, but I usually got a rule. You come with us, you gotta leave with us, because I'm this big black him, I'm gonna be the only person they come to pick up first if one of y'all don't show up home. So it's like I try to stick to my protocol. Man, the dude stayed with them. And then his boyfriend was on Facebook woofing woofing the whole next day. Oh, motherfuckers ain't loyal and all of this shit.
Wait a minute, hold on. Anyone else can look at this on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna find this man page, bro.
Clown. They weirdos, because they paid me to come on the stream before, so they control. So I'm like, y'all making fake content. So when I seen them in person, Wax say, "Calm down, CC. It's just for the internet. It's just content. We know Busta Rhymes gay, but you can't be saying that." I'm looking like, what? And then the dude loose cannon, like, CC, man, you gotta calm down, man. We just getting content off. I say, bro, we not playing, making fake content. So now that I see that's what they do.
Everybody knows what a rainbow is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what the sky can bring. It brings rain, it brings the sun. Like, you understand what life is too, so for me to know that you have a great, Raymona Harvey. It's Busta Rhymes. This is his real name. Anybody can get on Facebook and look up Raymona Harvey and be like, yo, that's Busta Rhymes, yo, with no wig on. And be like, yo, wild out on your own time. But this is the information that you allow me to get.
A veteran of the hip hop community, Frank Ocean, just recently came out with a statement saying that, he was in a relationship, long ago. Do you think hip hop's ready for like someone of a different orientation, or are they going to be accepting of it, or what are your opinions on that?
I don't know if it's just about hip hop being willing to accept it. I think the whole world is ready to accept whatever people choose to be in life. You know what I'm saying? From hip hop all the way down to just the common man that walks the streets and the earth every day. It's like we're at a place in life where, we got to respect and accept what people choose as their path that they want to walk in life, because ultimately you want people to choose you want people to respect what you choose as your path in your journey in life, and ultimately You know, whatever that man does in his personal space is that man's choice and it's that man's business. I am an extremely huge fan of Frank Ocean. His music is impeccable to me. And as far as I'm concerned, I respect the dude completely. I think, you know, whatever he does at home is his business. Just keep that music popping the way you've been keeping it, brother. And you got my money from the concerts. You got my money from when you put them albums in the stores, and it ain't gonna stop. As long as you continue to contribute.
Busta Rhymes and 50 Cent were once more than just collaborators. They were a force. Together, they moved like an untouchable alliance, commanding the music industry with confidence and raw presence. From explosive joint tours to headline-making moments that radiated success, they stood shoulder to shoulder through pressure, controversy, and public scrutiny. Their bond was built on loyalty, shared ambition, and mutual respect earned the hard way. But that once solid connection has since fractured. What remains now are echoes of a powerful era, memories of what they built together, and a loud silence where a brotherhood once stood strong.
So do me a favor, right? Explain you another layer to what you're saying, y'all. That was it right there. Now, Fifth, I'm gonna challenge you for real. What you doing this?
What is that, man?
It's real pizza.
I can't afford nothing, man. All my money's at Western Holdings.
Don't worry, we're rich. Where's the mom? It was my birthday. Right. I love you. We are the Eutychus. We are here with Eutychus. Cool for cool. Eutychus. We are here with Eutychus.
Hello, I'm Amber.
How are you?
Nice to see you. Welcome aboard.
Pleasure, Amber.
Thank you.
As we always say, the blessings don't stop, so we ain't stopping. Stay blessed up. Don't block your blessing. Know when to get out the way so that the passions could be free to let the blessings continue to be bestowed in abundance. The birthday turn up ain't done no time soon. Happy Memorial Day weekend. We out here with Eutychus. In 1 week. Wow. Worldwide. 840,000 tickets sold in 1 week. 840,000 tickets in 1 week. No, hold up. Hold up. Stop. Sold 675,000 tickets before the first show in 4 days.
That's because I've been out of the country.
He was hitting me 3 days in a row. Like, he hit me the first day. No, hold on. He hit me the first day.
The moment Busta Rhymes saw his name trending for all the wrong reasons, suspicion set in fast. To him, the backlash didn't feel accidental. It felt calculated. The timing was too perfect, the pressure too coordinated, and his thoughts immediately turned to one person long known for controlling narratives online. 50 Cent fueled by frustration, Busta fired back with subtle but pointed jabs, questioning 50's recent musical direction, hinting that his momentum was fading, and trying to shift attention away from the storm gathering around himself. But anyone familiar with 50 Cent knows one thing: he never lets a challenge slide. When he responds, the fallout never stays small. It ripples through the industry, pulling everyone's attention back and leaving fans watching closely, waiting to see just how explosive the next chapter of this rivalry becomes.
Months. We did the first show July 21st. My last show was November 21st. He's still on that same tour.
Yeah, man.
He don't play with that work. Ever since he first came to Violator and the first Get Rich or Die Trying came out, he was the only one that would jump on a plane like a cab.
Right. Go get it.
That got no problem flying 20 hours somewhere and coming back home the next day. This is how he was from the beginning. So being on that tour and being able to do all of those antics every night, the way it was received was phenomenal.
If Busta ever tried to phone me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Should have with that 9 million, what the devil, yo? Yeah, I do hit better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes show. Look, man, if they try to say that if you ever thought that the Busta Rhymes was better than me, you crazy. You crazy, man. You just looking at this the wrong way.
Hey, yo, Fifth, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it up to you. The production on your show, incredible. Light show, incredible. The dances, incredible. The outfit changes, incredible. Significant improvement since the way you used to perform back in the day.
Looking like you fanning a fart is a better performance than Busta Rhymes. You out your rabbit. Keep fanning the fart. Keep fanning the fart. Hey, yo, what you say, Split? F50, fanning the fart Ferrari. F50, break it down. Fan it down.
Man, I'm chilling. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I go shopping. I give me a mean leather jacket. I think I'm doing my thing. I'm like, I'm my own little planet. I ain't but nobody. He's always got to try to one up on me, right? Have one up on me. I get a banging leather jacket. This Busta get a leather line up.
50 Cent didn't hesitate. Within hours, he jumped straight into the moment, taking to Instagram with a confident grin that made it clear he knew exactly what he was doing. No build-up, no restraint, just a sharp, calculated response aimed directly at Busta Rhymes, setting the tone instantly. The reaction was immediate and explosive. Comment sections flooded, screen recordings spread, and clips were pushed across every platform at lightning speed. Memes, reposts, and non-stop debate took over timelines. But Busta didn't stay quiet for long. He fired back almost immediately, matching the energy with sharp wit and relentless momentum, tossing the spotlight right back at 50. What began as a single response quickly spiraled into a full-blown viral standoff, freezing the internet as every post, reaction, and share turned the clash into an unstoppable spectacle.
Put your hands up in me. Yeah. So do me a favor, right? Spare you another layer. So what you saying, yo? That was it right there. Now, Viv, I'm gonna challenge you for real. What you do at this time, you gotta get low with the mix, though. You know how I do it on stage. I know this shit. I don't really do it how he do it. I see the way I do it. I want to see the breath control everything. I want to see you do it. No, that's when you when I'm in the shower. I'm Busta Rhymes. That's not how I do it in the shower. Now, get you another answer what you saying, y'all. Sing with the ice cream, with the gilly, y'all. Don't stop. Don't stop. And y'all have to pay the big money for this shit. That's it. Dragon season. Everybody go get your dragon mask. Available on Busta Rhymes Universe. Click the link in the bio. Shop Busta Rhymes Universe right now. It's that time. Dragon season. Yeah, we dropping Unleash Me at midnight too. We ain't playing no games with none of y'all. What season is it? What season is it? What season is it?
You know good and well that I woke up to this shit that started this morning, and I was the one that was leaving everybody alone. So what you doing is giving false narratives, homie. You talking about you just went to buy a leather jacket. You ain't bothering nobody. You left alone. And I went and bought a leather hairline. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. On some real G.
Now I'm going to tell them you when you clowns.
Let me tell you something.
It's already been sanctioned on how I'm going to hit them.
You talking about that pimpin' curly that you was doing as a character? But no, you was doing pimpin' curly in real life too. Trying to look like Rico Suave in one of them, going on a red carpet in one of them movies she was involved with. And I don't want you to use that as no excuse neither, talking about you was playing a character. You wasn't in character when you had to go down that red carpet. You could have got back to yourself. You chose to stay in character with that Rico Suave, some berries and sweet juices you had up in your head top. Now, I do want you to know I'm your brother, so I'm gonna always support you and everything you do. I ain't been doing nothing but that since the inception of our friendship. File it up. Now, with that being said, I got one question to the masses. There's several products that you have to incorporate to get you to look like Rico 50. All right? Rico Suave, we talking about Rico 50. Let's see which one of the products that he used to get to looking like Rico 50. Was it this? Or was it this? Or was it this? Matter of fact, I think the real question is, did he blend all three of these to look like this? Chill. I got a grand prize for anyone that jumps in the comments, any consumer around the world that used to also use these products to help identify, doing a forensic deep dive and a research and a data analytics on those products to help us understand, was it a combined effort of all three, or was it a combined effort of two, or was it just one of them to get you to look like Rico 50? Now, with that being said, if you guess right what the blend was chemically for that and berry juice look for Rico 50, you might win a grand prize. Until then, just know, the blessings don't stop. So we're going to just keep this going as long as we need to. Because if the blessings don't stop.
The situation took a far more troubling turn when, at the peak of the online chaos, a new video suddenly surfaced. The clip showed Busta Rhymes interacting with a fan in a moment many viewers described as awkward, unsettling, and deeply uncomfortable. It spread almost instantly, igniting heated debates, non-stop speculation, and serious questions about what really happens behind the carefully curated image of the music industry. For Busta, already facing intense scrutiny, the timing couldn't have been worse. The video hit like a heavy blow, amplifying the controversy and making it increasingly difficult for him to regain control of the narrative or convince the public that he could step away without lasting fallout.
In the clip, Busta is seen acting uncomfortably creepy toward a fan, fueling even more speculation about what really goes on behind closed doors in the industry.
a video went viral of Busta flirting with a concert goer in suggestive fashion while opening for the G-Unit boss on his final lap tour in St. Paul, Minnesota last Friday, September 15th. The clip showed him holding his microphone near his crotch and stroking it as if it was an erection, while staring at a fan in the crowd and sticking his tongue out.
Give it to me.
After the video caused a stir on social media, with some people horrified by Busta's shamelessly horny behavior, 50 Cent reshared it on his Instagram page on Monday, September 18th, along with a few words clowning his close friend. Busta stole this move from me. I used to do this to Magic Stick 10 years ago. Now it just feels dirty, inappropriate, unnecessary. This is giving your old uncle at the barbecue that won't go sit down vibes, right? Busta Rhymes saw the funny side of it as he responded with several laughing face emojis in the comment section. This isn't the first time that 50 Cent has ribbed Busta Rhymes on the road. While backstage during a tour stop in Charlotte, North Carolina in August, he couldn't help but poke fun at him in his oversized jewelry.
Tell him to change too big. Whoa! Tell him to change too big. He ain't no friends. They're not telling him.
Jokes aside, at least one of 50 and Busta's rap peers wants to see the pair capitalize on their time together on tour and hit the studio. In a tweet last month, Waka Flocka Flame called for the rap legends to drop a full-length project together, saying the culture needs it. The culture need a joint album from Busta Rhymes and 50 Cent. Don't give us a tired excuse because y'all going on a worldwide tour. That's too much time, LOL. Waka's wish might be a long shot though, considering 50 and Busta have only appeared on a handful of songs together, including Eminem's 2003 Ja Rule diss Hail Mary and the Posse cut Victory 2004.
As more details began to surface, the pressure on Busta Rhymes only intensified, and his explanations started to unravel under scrutiny. Then came a move that caught everyone off guard. Busta publicly stepped forward to defend Diddy, calling for privacy and urging people to hold back their judgment. The reaction was immediate and fierce. Confusion spread across social media, with many questioning why he would take that position at such a volatile moment, especially given the serious attention surrounding Diddy and the long-standing speculation tied to his inner circle. To critics and observers alike, Busta's sudden show of support didn't just raise eyebrows, it triggered alarm bells. The moment ignited heated debate online, forcing the public to question where his true loyalties lie and whether this was a calculated strategy or an instinctive act of allegiance under mounting pressure.
Going on in the music industry and the headlines pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations, and the things that are coming forward with him?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. When that time manifests, then, we'll speak about this, hopefully when that time comes. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this.
And it's incredibly sensitive.
It's extremely sensitive, and I think that people don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is, because an opinion can detrimentally affect someone short-term and long-term. And I just, from my own learning experiences and being through, none of us are exempt from going through challenges and obstacles and trials and tribulations, some are way more intense and extreme than others. But I think at the end of the day, as we go through these things, we learn from them, and we also got to learn how to help people get through them. And that's the angle in life that I like to approach things from, because I know if any one of us is going through challenges in general, we do want some sort of help and guidance and support to not make those mistakes again.
Have you had the chance to speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, it got a little out of control. But a lot of the times when people are going through things, you got to respect the space and the privacy that they need to process how they're going to deal with the things that they're going through, and I just want to see
As if the timing couldn't have been more dramatic, Diddy caught an unexpected break in the middle of the chaos when reports emerged that a major $30 million lawsuit had been dismissed. The decision briefly lifted one of the heaviest legal clouds hanging over him, offering a rare moment of breathing room amid the turmoil. For Busta Rhymes, though, there was no such relief. While one figure stepped out of the spotlight relatively unscathed, Busta remained under relentless scrutiny. Criticism intensified, skepticism grew louder, and his circle of visible support began to shrink. One by one, potential allies went silent, leaving him increasingly isolated as the pressure closed in, creating a growing sense that no one was willing or able to pull him back from a rapidly deepening spiral.
A federal judge dropped multiple charges in a $30 million civil lawsuit against him. The New York judge dismissed the most serious allegations in the lawsuit from former music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones and warned Jones's attorney to stop making, quote, irrelevant insults, misstatements, and exaggerations. Combs denies all the allegations against him. And this all comes as a new ABC News podcast is shedding light on the criminal charges and civil lawsuits against Diddy and his claims of innocence. Bad Rap, the case against Diddy, is brought to you by host ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, and I spoke with Brian yesterday to tell us all about it. Take a look. Congratulations on the new podcast. I know our viewers are excited because you're a familiar face around here. So I want to start there because you are on here almost every week, if not more often, with me talking about big cases in the news. So what made you focus on this one? What is it about Diddy's case that made you want to dig deeper?
So I think it's a combination of, and I think we can all kind of agree to some extent, everyone knows Puffy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, in some way, shape, or form through his music. He's had a huge influence in the way that we look at hip hop, the way we look at millionaires, billionaires, fashion, things like that. And then all of a sudden, we have this massive criminal case. And I think a lot of people are looking back and saying, well, I heard a whisper, I heard a rumor. Is this connected? Is it not? And I think both as an attorney and as just a person who was born in the 80s, this fascinated me, and I really appreciate ABC and everyone involved, because when I came with a crazy idea of like, what about a podcast? People were like, you know what? Yeah, let's see how this works.
How significant is it that this federal judge just dropped multiple charges from Lil Rod's civil lawsuit?
So I get that it's a big headline, and it is significant if you're looking at it just as the civil lawsuit. And I think the Rodney Jones lawsuit was massive in the sense that it led to the raids of Sean Combs' homes, because in that lawsuit he said, this is where the videos are, this is what he's doing with it, all these allegations, and likely led to this federal indictment. But the reason why these charges got dismissed is because of pleadings. The way that the attorney pled out the charges with RICO, for example, that highest charge, and couldn't connect an alleged criminal enterprise to the damages that Rodney Jones says that he faced. Now, does that mean that Sean Combs had a RICO enterprise? Maybe, maybe not. But it means in the civil lawsuit, it's not going to apply. So for his